So today is leak test day on this solar contraption here, and I'm not a plumber by trade, but I find that soldering joints and stuff is not really that complex. It's really a matter of carefully cleaning all the parts that get soldered together. And you guys that do soldering, you guys know all about this tool here. It is so handy. So get on the inside and the outside, 1/2 inch and 3/4, and so that's what I've been using. And then of course put it all together with soldering flux, and then it ends up being a nice job here. So I'm just double checking. So I got to do this bottom one too. So this is the bottom part of the heat exchanger, and so here these ends are going to get this 1-inch solar flex pipe, and that's a special fitting right here. So I have to kind of like make a cap now using that type of a fitting to fit on here. So that's my next project. I got to cap one end, and the other end I'm going to set it up so I can put some air pressure to it and then check for leaks. So I'm also using this water here. I got some soap water in here. So alright, so I got to cap that off now. And on one end for my air testing, I'm going to just put a cap on it with some sealing tape, and the other end now I'm going to have to form the end here so that it can retain this nut. And there's also a stainless ring that goes up in behind there. So I'm just gonna, I got this little forming tool here, and just slips in there, and then I should be able to put a nice flare on that end. See how that turned out. Yeah, so you can see now it's flat here on the end, so that nut has something to hold on to. But first it gets this stainless ring that goes in behind there. So it goes like so, and then there's it's like a Teflon sealing washer that goes in there. It's actually kind of like a heavy-duty garden hose fitting, really. That's kind of how it is, except with stainless. So wife got me this tap and die set probably like 15-20 years ago, and I think I've got the 1/4 inch pipe thread down in there, which is what I'm going to need. So I'm going to put this fitting. I want to drill a hole in this cap and then thread it out for a 1/4 inch pipe. So I hope I got one of those. It didn't actually come with this set. It's something I added later, but I see it kind of laying down there. I think that's the one I want. Let's see that's what I need. Get my glasses on. What have I got here? Doesn't say. Oh, here, up top. 1/4 inch pipe. Okay, yep, that should be the one. So I have a chart here actually on this tap and die set that tells me which drill bit I need for what size thread I want to cut. But I don't have one for this 1/4 inch pipe because it didn't come with the kit, so I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. So I don't want to measure on the outside of the thread. I want to kind of simulate being down on the bottom there. Anyway, something about like that. And I had this bit here. I figure I'm going to give it a whirl. Okay. This is I'm going to try this one here. I think this is turning into one of those videos where it's like, you guys don't want to see this. It's like, you know, that cast sure drills easy. So there's actually quite a bit of material there to cut thread onto. So that's alright. If I take this, see, it doesn't want to fit in that hole, so for cutting thread it'd probably be the right size drill bit. It never came with the kit. I don't have a driver for it. So I was rummaging around in my sockets. So I'm going to use this 13mm 12 point. And it's a really nice fit. Hey, what's wrong with that? Well, I'm going to have at it. Yeah, and I'll find out pretty quick if it's the hole is too small, but it already feels like a pretty nice fit. It doesn't have to fight too much in there. Okay, I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom. I don't want to expand that hole too big. Pipe thread is tapered. Okay, I'll go a little bit more, a little deeper. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a nice fit. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get some sealing tape on a few fittings here and then do some pressure testing. So that's what I was after. Yeah, I got no pressure gauge on it now. But my compressor only has like about 30 pounds of pressure in it. So obviously I can't put more into the system than what's in the compressor. So I'm just going to put some air to it now. You can hear the air going in there. So the top heat exchanger that I showed you guys at the beginning of the video, it had no leaks, so that one was successful. And I'm pretty sure this will be alright. But see, this thing gets kind of tucked away up against the wall and almost like into a corner. And I'd rather fix it now when I have easy access to it than have to fix it later when I got it kind of tucked away there. So that soap water does a really good job finding the leaks. So pipe thread leak here, and same thing here on this side. Pipe thread and a pipe thread leak here. So solder joints are all good. So it seems to me I split one of these open last year, tightened it too much on another project, and that makes me a little cautious. This is much easier to fix than you know, you got a solder joint somewhere in here. Ay, that's a project fixing that. So yeah, anyways guys, so there's a bit of an update on some of the latest here. So guys, thanks for checking in. You guys are awesome.